talent in this game. 6 raiders in total, each of them bringing their own different skill set. And a contest that you want to watch out for is Surinder Gill versus Sombir in that right corner. Toss won by the Giants. First straight to the Yoddhas.
Line drawn. Game on. Kabaddi.
दस कबड्डी 9 कबड्डी 8 कबड्डी 7 कबड्डी 6 कबड्डी 5 कबड्डी 4 कबड्डी 3 कबड्डी 2 कबड्डी 1 कबड्डी.
Here we go then. Who's your money on for this game? The Giants or the Yoddhas? The Giants say, you better put that money on us. That's how we want to begin. And this is the first tackle of the first half, celebrated by Shriram Finance.
Sombir means business. Have a look at the intensity in the eyes. Stallion, no smiles, no nothing. Well, he's here for business. What a backhold to kickstart proceedings. And he gets Surinder Gill with that first effort. This should be an interesting contest. Now for me, the chink in the armour of the UP Yoddhas, Stalin, is the cover region. And Mahinder hasn't started well for them.
Yeah, if you look at these two coaches, they have the experience. Ramahir Singh has been champion all over with the Patna Pirates. They bring in that experience, but the point that you were making, Navneet, the covers. Yes, Mahindra has not started yet for the UP Yoddhas. He's come in as a substitute, or he's come in the latter part of the game. Today he's gotten a chance to come in and straight up. Maybe he's given the license, but I think he has to control himself a bit.
Rakesh, another one of those young raiders who's made a mark over the last couple of seasons. Important member, part of that raiding trio for the Giants. Bhavani Rajput, now another tall raider. They're as tall as they come. Bhavani, Bharat Hooda and Surinder Gill. And so that reach, that much more. And so interesting as a defensive unit, if that's thing that you talk about. Now, an error from Sombir there. Deciding against it a little too late.
Yeah, you could tell the reaction on Ramahir Singh's face. He was furious. That look was enough. 2 apiece. He's the top gun of the team this year for the Gujarat Giants. Guman Singh, so close to Sahul on that right corner. You know, the pairing of Sahul and Bhavani Rajput coming in from the Pink Panthers this year in a new setup. I think they've started really well in this new team, but most importantly for me, it's Bharat Hooda coming in from the Bulls. He's proving an asset in this team.
Yeah, he's been good. He had a great season 9, Stalin, Bharat Hooda, which is why the Bulls showed their faith in him and he was their main man in season 10. But for his own standards, had a very average season 10 for the Bengaluru Bulls. And wasn't retained, picked up by the UP Yoddhas, and he's had a good start.
Yeah, sometimes you need some change in the air. I think that helps you perform well as well. If you look at Guman Singh, he has those hand touches, the bonuses that he picks up. Those are the top 3 skills that we're looking at. The toe touches, don't forget that Sahul. He was always going to try and entice Sahul to come at him. This time he's been successful.
Yeah, they've certainly kept their faith. He was a big part of the auction. The 3rd highest bid in this year's auction, Guman Singh. 1.97 crores for the gunman. They want him to be their main man. Now Surinder Gill. Was it season 8, season 9, Stalin? Where he overshadowed Pardeep Narwal for the UP Yoddhas. Season 9 that was quite brilliant for the Yoddhas. And ever since, he's gone on to becoming the lead raider for the team that he's been a part of.
And also captain now. Remember, in season 10, he was injured as well, but still got back. And there you go. That is high-skilled Rakesh with a high-skilled jump back home.
Yeah, just have a look at the athleticism. That's what some of these youngsters bring to the game, and we speak so much about the fact that this game is certainly for the young blood. Look at that, for energy, speed, and that jump over the midline. It's a point each. I wonder if there was a defensive self-out. Right now, Bharat Hooda once again at the moment. He couldn't move. Didn't move an inch. Just stranded, and how?
This is the previous raid that we are looking at. You had high-skilled Rakesh come back in. There was 1 point given on both sides. And post that, you had Neeraj pull off a really good thigh hold. But now the jump, not quite enough. Tries to fly, has been clipped once again.
Red out, 1 point UP Yoddhas.
Yeah, Surinder Gill was not the first one that made contact in that tackle. But it was a point that will have to be given to him quite literally, because he played a big part in keeping Rakesh in check. There you go. Mahinder made first contact though. Obviously the point on the scorecard will show against Mahinder. Dhwani Rajput now. 2 ties we've had. If you're just tuning in on a Sunday evening, had a busy day out, come back home, switched on your television sets. We just witnessed a thrilling game of Kabaddi that went down to the wire, and in the end, the Tamil Talai was stealing a few points from the Pink Panthers. Our second tie of the season.
Yeah, daylight robbery. Fantastic game that we watched. And when you look at the most expensive buys this year, you have Gunman Guman. Remember, he stands third in there, 1.97 crores like we've been mentioning. They paid the big bucks for him. And it's time for him to pull off that kind of a performance for the Gujarat Giants to get back to winning ways.
No, please.
At the moment, both teams exchanging 1 point blows. Just been a fascinating start to the season, really. You have to pick a match of the season or the performance of the season, Pastalin. What would that be?
I think it's going to be that comeback from the Patna Pirates so far. It will be the match of the season as well as the performance of the season from Devang. Special moment for him. 25 raids in a single game when you've not played for quite some time, and they will be playing tomorrow as well, Navneet. So I think everyone should be watching that on Monday evening.
For 36 minutes of that game, the Pirates were trailing, Stalin. And they were playing the Tamil Talaivas, a team that were fresh off a win against Puneri Patil. They were on their high horse. And what does this young 19-year-old do? Gives us a performance that we'll remember for a long time. It's quite literally early days for Devang Dalal. Got a 25-point night. Unreal show by a youngster. For the Patna Pirates, dare I say, to upset the Tamil Talaivas, who went in as favourites.
Jersey number 15 out.
Yeah, and make sure that you tune into KBD Live as well at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow evening, because we'll tell you about the enormity of that performance. Tune into KBD Live. That's where you will find all the info. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Do or Die Radio.
Karthik Dahia now. He's not the quickest on the mat. A lot of these tall raiders, some of them not the quickest. But they do have skills and they do have the reach. So you want to be careful as a defensive unit as to how you go at some of these tall raiders. Wait for them to venture deep into your heart, much like he did there. And then bring up the ankle hold.
Yeah, patient approach can lend you significant rewards, and this is the reward that they get for being patient, UP Yoddhas. Pull down Pratik Dahia. You can put your eye on that scoreboard there. Just a 2-point difference, but it's a rough super tackle opportunity. The most exciting part of this game. Gujarat Giants have a chance. They may just take it. Jitendra Yadav with that left corner has initiated the tackle.
Red
Neeraj
out,
is in
super
there.
tackle.
And it's the
2
first
points.
wrong
Gujarat
super
Giants.
tackle of this match. The mother, Gi Shakar.
Excellent ankle hold, definition ankle hold. Look at that, looking for the toe touch. And said, if you come into our house, we ain't letting you go easy, my friend. Jitendra Yadav. What a move. 8 apiece. About 10 minutes into this game. Rakesh, HS. For me, he's probably the fastest amongst the 6 raiders on display. Not the tallest, but certainly the fastest. And with more height comes the challenge of being really swift across the mat. Stalin, have a look at that on your right. Jitendra's ankle hold once again. Bharathuda live on your screen on your left.
Wow, wow, wow. Bharathuda.
2 points.
He will not take one, he'll take
Number
2.
19.
Multi-point trade
Number 6.
for the tallest man in
2
there.
points UP Yoddhas.
And
Number
what a
19
way
and
to
number
finish
6 out.
the first 10 minutes or enter a strategic timeout by staying in the driver's seat.
Time out.
We're entering the first strategic timeout of this match. 90 seconds. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back.
Coming back from the first strategic timeout of the second game here, after that tie that we got to see in game number 1, match number 20 of the season. It's been an evenly fought contest so far, the Giants and the Yoddhas. At the moment, who's at the top of the mountain? Who else but the high flyer? Had a big night last evening. Big Daddy Super 10 that takes him to the top of the mountain with Arjun Deshwal in second position. And he's going to be back in business tomorrow evening in front of his home crowd, Pawan Sehrawat, and the Titans will be in action. And he'll be taking on the Patna Pirates. Time now for Coach's Corner.
लंबा भाजेगा तो टांगा में पड़ेगा, लंबा भाजा टांगा में पड़ेगा, मारना आगे तो रुक रुक की, और नहीं तो यहाँ बोनस करते। फर्स्ट की 10 सेकंड में कवर का ध्यान रखिए, कवर आओगा, पहले बता रहा हूँ आंसू आओगा, देख लेना आएगा आंसू।
Keep an eye out on Ashu Singh, is what he said. He will come for you. Have a look at Ashu Singh. He's in the cover region with that chain with Bhavani Rajput.
He's going to take it left. Askil Rakesh.
Bonus point
Just the
Gujarat
one
Giants.
break point and now picks up a bonus.
Substitution Gujarat Giants, please come. Number 10
Now
out, 2
they had
in.
a very to-the-point team talk, I would say. Nothing extra. Keep your eye on that cover region. Just do what you're told. Meanwhile, Surinder Gill, another rock super tackle opportunity. Chance for the Gujarat Giants.
Look at how low he needs to be in that left corner. Jitendra Yadav over there. My apologies, it's Mohammad Nabi Baksh. Mohammad Nabi Baksh crouching as low as he can be. Well done, Nabi Baksh. How low he had to stay against a tall raider. Excellent. Particularly the Iranians is so good at it.
Yeah, you've seen Nabi Baksh come in there at the time when you had Fazal in there as well in the team setup. I like the change that coach Rameher has made just to try and build that defensive power. He is a defensive dynamo. He's an all-rounder, in fact. Not just in defense, he can raid as well, keeping it a little light, and they'll have one more off super tackle opportunity here.
He's a proper all-rounder. Stalin was a part of the champion setup in season 7 when the Bengal Warriors lifted the title. Now, once again, he's crouching as low as he can go. Absolutely brilliant. Neeraj and Nabi Baksh taking down the big man.
Gujarat Giants.
Coach Rameher likes it. It's a rough super tackle. Magar ki chakad.
Oh yes, that's a fantastic chucker. That was a tackle tighter than anything. Look at that. He wasn't able to move at all. Rameher Singh. Those expressions say it all. This is fabulous. We want to start this. Gujarat Giants, they're now 1 point up. They can continue to play on this. Navneet, they can continue to play on the rough super tackle opportunities.
I've seen far more super tackles than super raids this season. The defenders, main business for sure. Oh, what a visual that was of quite literally Rameher Singh wiping the sweat off his
Gujarat
forehead.
Giants. Number 2 out,
Oof.
10 in.
How close was that? But this was just a while ago. Rezami Bagheri in the final raid of the game, taken down by Sachin Tanwar to end the game in a tie and have a look at the team that went out the happier of the two.
1
It
point,
almost
Gujarat
felt like the
Giants,
Talaiwas
jersey number
won
10
that
out.
game because they were trailing literally the entire 40 minutes. And the one time they equalized was at the stroke of the buzzer.
Yeah, they came back from that 8-point deficit. Backing those 8 points and bringing it all down to a tie. While we were speaking about that, we had a Gujarat Giants pick one more point. A dash. Hold on, Bhavani Rajput is claiming two.
Corner.
He
You're
claims
also.
multi-point raid.
Number 4 and 5.
And I think from the looks of it, it should be given.
2
It's the
points, UP
cover
Yoddhas,
and the
jersey
corner
number 4 and
combination
5
that
out.
has to go out. Zombi, that's the touch. Neeraj was coming in with a dash, which wasn't enough because Bhavani had the speed and he's over the midline, becoming the Rajput.
Well, the piece, very similar script to what we saw in the first game. Just about even Stevens all through, with the Panthers having that 4-5 point lead right about now till
Bonus
the end
point,
of the
Gujarat
game.
Giants.
I wonder which way this one's going.
Substitution.
They're down to
Gujarat
2, the
Giants.
Giants. What a time to inflict an all-out.
Number 15 out,
Nabi
2
Baksh
in.
has started well.
Red.
Rakesh and Nabi Baksh, the two that will deal with Surinder Gill with a super tackle opportunity.
Yeah, once again, drop super tackle opportunity. Nabi Baksh is in there once again. You know he can turn the tide. It looks like a no entry sign for Surinder Gill. He's trying to push both the defenders on one side. Nabi Baksh holding his ground. What's it going to be? It is a test of character here. And he has to accelerate back. Wow, that is some patience that Nabi Baksh has had.
My goodness, try till you succeed. And that's a philosophy that's worked for Surinder Gill. How low? Look at that. He just didn't give in. Look at how low he stayed. Excellent from Nabi Baksh. He's the one raiding though. Now, happy with an empty raid. Look at how low he goes. Now, Rakesh will keep an eye out as to when the raider has his eye deep on Nabi Baksh. Oh! You just knew that Nabi Baksh would have needed support. He had to have Rakesh come in with help.
Raider safe 1
And
point.
this time
UP
too close.
Yoddhas.
This time very close to the Raider. Nabi Baksh couldn't really get an angle to try and stay away. And credits due to Bhavani Rajput. I think he exactly was watching what happened the previous raid. He made up his mind when he came in as to what is the ideal way to go about his business. Got the job done. High-skilled Rakesh needs to revive his team. Not this
Raider
time.
out of bounds.
Mahindra
Bonus
comes
point,
in with that
Gujarat Giants.
dash.
All out. 1
Mahindra
plus 3
Singh.
points. UP Yoddhas.
And
All in
with that, the
Gujarat
UP
Giants.
Yoddhas inflict the first all-out on the Gujarat Giants. Remember, this is where the game turns. You inflict an all-out, you get in all the confidence, powerful dash. Enough is enough, off you go. And just like that, it's all in as well.
Now the Yoddhas with the lead. They were trailing by 1 point, now leading by 2 by virtue of that all-out. It hasn't been a night where one team's just run away with the game with dominance off. Sitting there.
1
And he
point.
was a
UP
dead duck.
Yoddhas.
But
Jersey
the
number 11
Dahlia
out.
is a tall raider. Bharat Huda gets an easy touch.
Yeah, it's the focus that you need. When you're a raider, you need to take 1 step back. Leave that job to the defenders who can make the movement, who can initiate the tackle. And now when we talk about Rakesh, 5 great points for him tonight. He's been good. He's made sure that he complements the team. He's gone for 8 raids only now, and great conversion rate, bagging 5 rate points, beg your pardon.
It's been a quiet night for the captain of the UP Yoddhas, though. 1 point from 7 raids is way below what you expect from Surinder Gill. Has he made it past? Oh boy, if he has made it past, this will be a big blow.
I think that's what we're looking at. By the looks of it, there was the power. Oh, not quite enough. And I also think Neeraj may have pushed himself out.
1 point each.
So yes, Surinder Gill is
Raider
out,
and
plus
1 defender
Neeraj,
out of bounds.
the
1
captain of the
point
Gujarat
each.
Giants. The Raider and the defender both out of bounds. And the score line will still remain the same.
3 points now, the deficit for the Giants. Rakesh has literally been the only raider to pick up points. Yeah, he's Ashu Singh very quick to acknowledge
2
that
points.
the touch
Gujarat
was
Giants.
there.
Jersey number 66.
In fact, and he gets
44
one
out.
on his way back too. That is good from Rakesh.
Yeah, let's reiterate to what Coach Ramahir Singh had said. That Ashu will come at you, and these were the exact words spoken to Rakesh. I think this time he was prepared. He had made up his mind what the coach had told him. He was waiting for a chance taken. That's why you love this game of Kabaddi. Strategy is involved as much as this is a combat sport where you have to push, dash, tackle, touch, get the raids. It's equivalent to the strategy as well. And love to see that happening in this game.
UP Yoddhas. Please come. Number 9
1
out.
point game.
12 in.
Once again. The Giants that are crawling their way back in now. 4 on the mat. Never easy as a raider when you have 4. You don't have the bonus. Nor is it a 3 or less where you have lots of space to work with. Which is why Rakesh would say, listen, I'm okay with an empty raid.
By the looks of it, the two teams have started slow. They're on level terms with each other. And they've kept it nice and tight. Both clinging on to each other there. When you see one team going, trying to run away, the other one is keeping and knocking at their door. They're keeping the opposition in check. Sombir, one more error. He's had a great start today.
Raider
The
safe
errors
1
have flown
point.
after that. That's
UP
the
Yoddhas.
third
Jersey
error
number
for
4
him
out.
after just bagging 1 tackle point.
Half time. Change the course.
There you go. The blow of the whistle, 20 minutes in. It's a 2-point lead for the UP Yoddhas. Not much to choose at the moment. Once again, another game that will go deep into the second half, you think. Much like what we saw in game number 1. It's been a half where Bharat Hooda has been the main raider for the Yoddhas and Rakesh HS for the Giants. This was the multi-point raid. Look at that. Escaping skills of Bharat Hooda. Uses his long reach to good effect. Yeah, just pedals his way back past the midline. Neeraj Kumar, the skipper of the Giants, with 3 tackle points, has been their best defender. This was that super tackle along with Moin Nabibaksh. Look at that for a block, and Nabibaksh just coming in to clean up the act, but that was sensational from the skipper. Yeah, have a look at this. It tells you how closely fought this contest has been. We're going down to the final 20 to pick a winner here in game number 20. We just witnessed our second tie. We well could have a third. The Panthers against the Thalaiwas, 30-30. What a game that was. The Thalaiwas will be a happy bunch. The Yoddhas against the Giants, 20 minutes remaining. Don't go anywhere. Sunday evening, come back for a final thriller.
अरे ये बोनस कहाँ कर रहा था अभी भाई?
One of the best left corners that we have and one of the best raiders that we've seen in the Pro Kabaddi League. They're all ready to battle. 2 boys in blue will be in action very soon on the opposite sides of each other. One raider taking on another defender. That's the first match tomorrow. On a Monday evening, Haryana Steelers taking on the Bang Delhi KC, and then you have the Telugu Titans taking on the Patna Pirates. Two big encounters, and the big one that we are watching right now is the UP Yoddhas against the Gujarat Giants. A good start to this game already. UP Yoddhas, they've kept themselves afloat, they've kept themselves just at 2 points ahead, but that's not quite enough. You need a huge lead, and post the game, Navneet, you see all of them mixed together there. It doesn't matter which team you are in, you are friends. You played together. You see Vikash Kandola with Sachin and Narendra Kandola chilling with them, gaining a lot of the inputs from the IPL maybe.
Yeah, it's just nice to see these boys all together. Yeah, there you go. They've played so much kabaddi along with each other. Yeah, they do wear different jerseys during the season. That's business when the game's on. But right after, the camaraderie is there for everyone to see. You can see Sagar there in the background. How dearly are they missing the services of their skipper. But you were witness to the little stars earlier today. St. Joseph's High School Sangareddy were quite brilliant, and they make it to the national finals. KBD Juniors, every Sunday, 7 p.m. You have to be there. Because one thing's for sure, Stalin Matthias will be there.
Absolutely. Cherry height, buddy fight. I'm hoping you're there for the next one as well with me, because we make great company.
You'll have some great company, that I will assure you, Stalin. Much like what Vikas Kandola is enjoying at the moment, Narendra and Sachin Tanwar. They're a happy bunch. And Vikas just individually will be pretty happy with how his game went about today. This was Naveen yesterday in a war of stars. Who would have thought that 3 of the stars will pick up Big Daddy Super 10s? Pawan Sarawat, Naveen Kumar and Ashu Malik entertain the fans, and how on a Saturday evening.
Yeah, it just revitalizes you completely. That's the first match tomorrow. The showstopper, Shadlu, taking on Naveen Express. What a fantastic opener that's going to be. Monday Blues you talk about. Those are the blue jerseys that you'll be looking at. And top picks in this game have been Sumit Sangwan. 94% of them have Sumit. And if you look at the number of points that he has, 1 tackle point currently, gone in for those 2 attempts. So fairly quiet, but still the UP Yoddhas doing well because it's the rating that's clicking for them. You have Bharat pick the 5 points. 1 to Surinder Gill, who's gone in for 8 raids. This is the phase-wise distribution that we're looking at.
In a raid, in a game where 6 top raiders are in action, the top picks as far as Dream 11 concerned, are 2 defenders. That's interesting. It tells you that defenders are as important as the raiders. A 2-point lead here for the Yoddhas, but what a game it was just earlier today. The Jaipur Pink Panthers against the Tamil Talaivas. We knew that was going to be a close one, Stalin, only because of the sheer pedigree in both these units. Panthers and the Talaivas, interestingly, were coming into that game after a loss. The Panthers against the Steelers, and the Tamil Talaivas lost that game against the Patna Pirates. And what a finish that was.
Yeah, we've also seen the first tie in PKL Season 11. It came between the Bengal Warriors and U Mumba. U Mumba will feel that they kind of gave that game away because Fazal and team, they fought really hard to get back. And what a way to get back into the game. The fans are having a great time. Everyone's in that mood, in that zone. You're waiting to see what happens in the last 20 minutes of this match, because we have yet another exciting game on our hands. This is what happened in the first match as well. The story so far in that first game, this was that last and final tackle. It's coming from Sachin Tanwar. What a comeback that was. And you can tell that the coaching staff loves that. Sachin loves that. Just when you take the responsibility, Navneet, and you perform for your team. Yes, he's watching himself at the big screen. He knows he's feeling larger than life. He's feeling like the hero everyone's talking about. And then they're all smiles today. After the game, I think you have some time to relax and rewind.
Cheranna was a part of our broadcast team over the last couple of seasons. It was an absolute privilege having him He's one of the nicest people you'll ever come across in the game of Kabaddi. And to just hear from the players, I think it was on KBD Live when we showed that chat where so many of his players, talent, spoke about Cheranna. And they had the nicest things to say, and that he's an inspiration in so many ways. And I'll tell you one thing though, you shake his hand. Every time you meet Cheranna on the floor, you shake his hand. And after that, you're wondering why you shook his hand, because that man has the firmest handshake you'll ever get. He's ridiculously fit for his age. He leads by example. And it was nice for the players to acknowledge that, listen, when the coach does it the way he does, it's only fair that we follow suit. Cheranna is the coach of the Tamil Talaivas. This is what we have for you tomorrow. The high flyer will be back in the building. Yesterday he had a good night. They ended up on the wrong side of the result against Delhi, but he'll be hoping he can turn things around when he takes on the Patna Pirates, who will be riding high.
Yeah, this is what he pulled off yesterday. He was all over the place. He was getting the job done, leading from the front, as you can call it. That's what captains do. That's what stalwarts do. He could jump, he could fly, move around, and you could say he's fitter than ever. Remember, the Telugu Titans are a team to certainly look out, because they can change the tempo at any time. They didn't lose by a huge margin. It was very close. Top 3 raiders in PK level, and once again, even though the Telugu Titans are on the losing side, you can see Pawan Sehrawat is still amongst the raids. He's still amongst the points. Then you have Arjun there, just crouching and crawling in and knocking on the doors of Pawan Sehrawat, and then a new raider, Narendra Kandola. Meanwhile, what we've been building up to is this game for tomorrow. It's going to be huge, because that encounter between that right raider and the left corner is always phenomenal, is always special. And Shadhu at that left corner, he's hungry. He's always hungry. That's not the only game, remember. It's also the high flyer who will be in action against the Patna Pirates. And Shubham Shinde, Navneet, this season has done that role of the captain really well for the Patna Pirates.
That's for you on a Monday evening. Just a quick recap of where we're at. 20 minutes in, just a bit of a delayed start here to get things started as far as the second half is concerned. But 20 minutes gone, it's a 2-point lead for the UP Yoddhas. And hopefully we'll be back with live action. There you go. Looks like we're ready to kickstart proceedings here. 20 minutes left and all is well.
All right. That's a big attempt at a kick. Sumit Sangwan on the left corner. Many of them have him in the Dream 11 teams. He's been one of the top picks tonight. Fairly quiet already. Hasn't initiated those tackles. Ramesh Singh has a lot to say. I know he's on the bench. He loves coaching the boys in there. Oh, Bharat Hooda, he's coming quick.
Look at Nabi Baksh. Moin Nabi Baksh is a star. He can play wherever you want him to play. He can attack, he can defend, he can play a corner, he can be a cover defender. A great man to have in a setup. Versatile. Now the gunman Guman here in action. Quicker in comparison to the likes of a Partik Dahia.
Sumit hasn't got major opportunity. Strike to evade the first defender. Mahender just didn't know what happened. He was surprised and shocked.
It was interesting. Mahender almost made no contact at all. He barely got nothing of Guman Singh, and he'll be mighty happy that Sumit was right behind to save him. And that look or that expression from Mahender's face says it all. All right.
1 point UP Yoddhas.
That was the first tackle of the second half, celebrated by Sriram Finance.
Bharat on the other side, he doesn't like wasting any time. The start that he's got off to this season has been phenomenal. It's given him that confidence and the boost under a new head coach. So he's ready to try everything possible. Rakesh in there once again.
Yeah, clearly the fastest of the 6 raiders that we have. He's had a pretty decent night, 7 points up until now, well on the course to a super 10. He'll have to wait a little longer though.
1 point UP Yoddhas.
A really good dash.
Ashu versus Rakesh. It is now 1-all. That head-to-head between this right raider and the cover defender. Wow, I love head-to-heads, Navneet. When that happens, you know it's match up almost every time. Now, Mohammad Nabi Baksh, I think is not in there. I think it's
Raider out 1 point.
Wahid
Gujarat Giants.
Rezamir.
It was Wahid that went in towards that ankle. He's the one who made first contact, and what contact it was. In came Jitendra Yadav with the supporting act. But Wahid Rezamir, his 2nd point of the night. In comes Moin Nabi Baksh now. Look at that, he's pretty quick. He's been around for a long, long time. Experienced he is, Moin Nabi Baksh. Like we said, and been a part of the Warriors setup when they lifted the title in season 7. 1 on 5 now, no bonus on offer. 4 points the lead for the Yoddhas. So similar this script to the first game. If anything, the Giants know that much like the Talaivas, they shouldn't give up. They're well in this game. Even if it goes to 6, 7, 8, the deficit, we've seen funny things happen in this game.
So far, it's been a slow start in the second half as well. You look at the rate point comparison, just 5 more to the UP, 3 more to the UP Yoddhas, to be precise. So on that note, they're fairly on even terms with each other. When it comes to the defense, the UP Yoddhas have managed to get about 5 tackle points. And if you compare that to the Gujarat Giants, they've managed to get about 8. So I think that's something that's keeping the two of them on level with each other. You look at the bonuses as well. 3 to the UP Yoddhas, 4 to the Gujarat Giants. So the numbers are in there. If you look at it as an entire unit, you know the rating is performing, the defense is performing, everyone's picking up the bonus.
Gujarat Giants.
Now it's only
Number
when
2
it
out,
boils
9
down to that 1 point where you're looking at a
Substitution,
massive
UP Yoddhas.
super rate, a
Number 12
multi-point
out,
rate,
9 in.
or a super tackle. That's going to change the complexion of the game completely, Navneet.
Do or die raid.
Do or die raid now. And it's Himanshu Singh, the substitute raider for the Giants, who's been given the responsibility. He does have a bonus he can pick up. He's attempting that. Cuts the black line.
Bonus point.
Oh, he gets it.
Giants.
Very risky if you're going banking on the bonus in a do or die raid.
Now for a moment, he just thought he was so quick to come back. Was it even a bonus? But another do or die raid. And the tackle has been initiated
Raider out,
so
1
quickly.
point, Gujarat Giants.
There was no waiting time whatsoever. And Gujarat Giants, watch that. It's once again coming from Himanshu. He just went in for a raid and got back, and he still had that energy and focus.
But literally the first do or die raid of the evening. We haven't seen too many empty raids in this game up until now, at least. But right on cue, Himanshu says, listen, I'll give you one. So lots of it in the second half in the previous game. And like I said, this has such a similar script. At the moment, both teams not giving too much. We're yet to see this game break open. Who's it going to be that'll do that?
Once more, Sombir has made an error. I mean, if you look at his numbers before this game, he's had a strike rate of almost 86 to 83%.
Yeah, but this is the second time he's made a rather silly error. Should I go in? Should I not? Should I stay back? A little too late, Sombir.
Yeah, in the game against the Bulls, 6 tackle points. In the game against Mumba, 5 tackle points. Today, he began with that first tackle point, and since then, he's looked slightly off. It's not clicking for him.
Yeah, in fact, 6 attempts, 1 point. It's been a below-average night for Sombir. It's been a lot better for Sumit.
UP Yoddhas.
Takes down the gunman.
Yeah, who else other than your top pick of the night in your team? Sumit Sangwan, the left corner. He just is brilliant when it comes to getting it right, making sure that he has that firm grip. I think he's hurt his back. Will receive a quick treatment.
At the moment, you can just sense that UP Yoddhas are happy to bring in some of those empty raids. It's a 4-point lead they have. And the intent from Bhavani Rajput suggested that he'll be okay with an empty raid. Now Himanshu.
Now waiting to see when this game explodes. At what point do these two teams decide that this is the moment for us where we're going to switch the ante, where we're going to turn on the volume and we're going to make the most amount of noise. Because currently, I think it's just the 4-point difference that we're looking at. But compared to that previous game that we watched, it all began towards the final 90 seconds or final 2 minutes in the game.
Yeah, just careful though, Yoddhas. 4 points isn't too comfortable a lead. This will be the second consecutive empty raid, so their next raid will most certainly be that do-or-die raid. They're okay to play to that, but there's a lot of time left in this game. 11 minutes. Now Himanshu Singh, both teams playing to the do-or-die raid. Here we go. Do-or-die raid, 4 on the mat, no bonus on offer, and it's Bhavani Rajput tasked with the responsibility.
Yeah, do or die. Bring a point. Bhavani Rajput. He's been brilliant tonight. Already 7 points in his basket. What's he looking at? He's keeping his temperament. The defense is keeping the composure. There is the patience on both sides, but given away. Jitendra Yadav at the left corner has a Ram Meher Singh bend his head.
A very meek attempt. I just didn't make good enough contact, wasn't able to get a good hold on that ankle. Now do-or-die raid on the flip side. This time for the Giants, it's Himanshu Singh once again. He has a bonus he can pick up. It's a full house for the UP Yoddhas. 15 on the clock. Very lucky. They'll be happy that more than one weren't involved, but he's claiming the bonus.
Now he's cruised through. Himanshu Singh has cruised through that grip of Sumit Sangwan. Wasn't quite strong, looks back, is hungry for one more, and he gets a multi-point raid. That's what we're talking about. One game-changing opportunity can come in there. It's 22-25 at the moment. We're heading into another strategic timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. All right, the difference is getting closer between these two. But who else do we have? The other two in action tomorrow. It's the showstopper. He will nod his head. He's ready to kill you. He likes to be aggressive. And Naveen Express, he likes to be quick. He likes to be swift and fast. So two big games then. Haryana Steelers taking on Dabang Delhi KC. And then you have Pawan Sarawat and the Telugu Titans taking on the Patna Pirates. Let's look at the phase-wise distribution.
Yeah, barely anything to choose between these two teams. It's been like that pretty much all through the game. I think the 5-point lead that the Yoddhas had was the max that they've been able to stretch their lead. That came down to 3 right at the end in that last play. Now coach's corner.
मेरी बात सुनो, अभी मैच जो है ना 200% जीतांगे अगर गांडूपना नहीं करे तो ये लिख लो तो किस तरह एडवांस मत छेड़ो सोमवीर नहीं मतलब बिल्कुल गलत खेल रहे हैं
Coach Rammehr Singh, he knows that they're confident that they can win this game. Apologies for the language though. Involved deep in the moment there, Coach Rammehr Singh. As long as you don't mess it up, 200% we've got this game is what he told his team. Right now, Bhavani Rajput.
I want to see what's been spoken before that. What's the strategy? Bhavani Rajput! He pushes, he wins, he goes through. He is in a safe space. Now Coach Rammehr's thinking, what did I just say a few moments ago?
Yeah, he just brushes Neeraj aside and said, out of here. And back to 4 points now. You know that this is going deep as well. Such a similar script to last game. That is brilliant. Oh, the skill on display. Quite brilliant from Himanshu Singh as he gets Ashu Singh.
I think this is where Coach Rammehr was hinting at. This is what he was hinting at, in fact. Maybe some words have been spoken to Himanshu. He stretched out, he's reached out for that hand touch. Slowly and slowly, we're getting closer in terms of the scoreboard. So close to getting that Super 10 today. Bhavani Rajput just 1 point away. Could this be that 10th point of the night for him? Tough call. Tough call. Was he dashed out before?
Just waiting for a signal. It looks like he's made it. Let's just take another look at this. I'm not too sure he has. Yeah, we still haven't got an official confirmation on this. Reaction suggested.
1 point Gujarat Giants.
There you go.
Yes, please come. What is your challenge? Raider save 1 point, please. TV umpire, UP Yoddhas challenge Raider save 1 point. Our decision, Raider out. Please review.
Yeah, we thought the Raider was out as well, and that's the official verdict. It goes in favor of the Giants, but the Yoddhas say, listen, we think he's made it past. We'll review this.
I'm not quite sure if they needed to take this review right now, considering they had that lead. If they're thinking we're losing out on 2 points and we don't want to give that away, then maybe it's a fair chance and opportunity to try. But the question is, was Bhavani Rajput totally outside the lobby area while he made contact over the midline? Because you can't get over the midline from outside. Now both his feet are in the air. The left and the right. Seems like he's outside. And then the hand over the midline. So I think it's going to stay.
Okay, thank you. Review unsuccessful. Raider out 1 point Gujarat Giants. Captain, no more reviews. Your review is over.
Just like that, the decision stays. Review loss for the UP Yoddhas. 1 more point to the Gujarat Giants. They'll feel good about it. Now just the 2 points to cover. And Himanshu Singh has looked good. 6 raids, 4 points. He's coming in the latter part of the game, but he's making a difference, which is the most important thing for the Giants.
2-point game. What a contest this is turning out to be. We knew just coming into season 12, Stalin, that this was going to be a close contest. This season was going to be a tough one to predict, because you have so many teams that are so evenly balanced, and with all the transfers that have happened, with some of the big names moving from one team to another, it's really hard to predict the top 6. At the moment, it's been a tough season for the Bengaluru Bulls. But if you keep the Bulls aside and the Titans struggling a wee bit, the 10 other teams have showed plenty of promise.
I think it's an exciting roster, like you mentioned, this season. A lot of experience in many teams, a lot of new young players coming in, some great buys. Remember, we spoke about 8 crore-patis in season 11. So that is huge. You can tell that the teams are going in for some players. They are willing to shell out to make a difference in their franchise.
And every now and then you'll see a Devang Dalal come and just absolutely cause carnage. Make the headlines despite the fact that there are some of the biggest names in the game. That's the exuberance of youth. And at the moment it's going at pretty slow pace. You know that it's just the calm before the storm, and something's got to give. This one is a do-or-die raid.
Yeah, there is no retreat. You can't come back just at once. Just go full throttle. Himanshu's been good in a situation like this. And do-or-die raiding tonight for Gujarat has got 3 successes. He twists, he turns, he gets 2. With that, Gujarat Giants are back. And they're knocking on the door now.
What an inspired change this is to bring Himanshu Singh on. 6 raid points in 8 raids. And he's brought the Giants back on level terms. Game on with 5 to go. The ring of the bell in the background, you could hear that. Here we go.
I think Yoddhas is looking for a bonus. That's all. He doesn't want to make any errors because now he sensed the pressure. Remember, no Guman Singh. No Guman Singh, no Partik Dhaya, no high-skilled Rakesh. We're looking at Himanshu Singh, who's turning out to be an essential part of that Gujarat Giants squad. And Navneet, that bonus has come in too easily there, hasn't it?
They were happy to give him the bonus. Interesting decision that. Right, looks like there's a call of a timeout. Good time for us to remind you about what's coming up for you tomorrow. 2 24-year-old stars. Shadlu from Iran versus the Naveen Express from India. Oh boy, this one promises to be a fascinating one. The Steelers against Dabang Delhi KC versus, and then the Titans versus the Patna Pirates. With all that focus on Shadlu and the Naveen Express and that contest, the game's greatest, Pawan Sehrawat, will be in action as well. Against the Patna Pirates, who will be really on their high horse after that miraculous win against the Talaivas. What a game, what an evening we're in for tomorrow as well.
4 minutes to go.
And there was an opportunity at Rock Super Tackle. This is an exciting contest now because it's the 1 point differentiating these two teams. Not sure what Surinder Gill is thinking here. They are banking on that Rock Super Tackle opportunity. High skill Rakesh walks in. What's it going to be?
Super tackle opportunity now. Can they pick up that Rock Super Tackle? A lead by just 1. He'll surely like it. It isn't a do-or-die raid. Rakesh says, I'll come back to you at another time. Now Surinder Gill. Another bonus he has that he can pick up.
Yeah, they're pulling this down to the do-or-die raid. They're playing on that card. It's a Rock Super Tackle opportunity at the same moment. Is there a defensive chemistry that we can see? Can he master the raiding here, Himanshu? Can they pull off something special?
Don't take it too deep in a do-or-die raid. The deeper you take it, the deeper the hole.
Red out. Super tackle.
Played
2
the
points.
waiting game a little too longer than he should have, Himanshu Singh. And a rough super tackle. Magar ki Jockard.
Here's the thing, UP Yoddhas have been smart. They brought this down to a do-or-die raid in a rough super tackle opportunity, and they've ticked that box there. Check complete, do-or-die raid on the other side as well. Moving, Surinder Gill. Is he going to try for a bonus? He will be stopped.
Red
That's
out,
more like
1
it.
point, Gujarat Giants.
No bonus given. Gujarat Giants still in check.
Yeah, just an optimistic appeal for a bonus there. He knew he didn't do enough for that. Have a look at Rakesh. He stopped contributing in raid, but he's alive where and how. Into the last 2 minutes, it's a 2-point game. Much like the first game. The game on the line now. Rough super tackle opportunity once again for the Yoddhas.
They're playing smart. They are playing very smart here, the UP Yoddhas. They're bringing this down to that rough super tackle opportunity. They want to play with dual points. Sahul Kumar, he legitimized this. He will get back. He will invite the Gujarat Giants. Coach Ramaher Singh said, we are winning this 200%. Now, how is the question? Because the time's ticking.
It's had a very quiet night, Sahul.
Time out. UP
Very
Yoddhas.
quiet night. He's had a good season up until now, Sahul Kumar, but yet to get off the mark tonight. 80 seconds remaining. It was exactly at the 82nd mark when we had a timeout in the previous game. There was a 2-point lead for one of the teams. Identical here as well. Just nothing at all. 1-point gap, 2-point gap, neck to neck in one of those phases. It's been that kind of an evening.
Yeah, I think this is the same story of that last game as well. It's all right down to the wire. Remain where you are. Because tomorrow also, we're looking at the showstopper facing the Express. But right now, our eyes are on this game, are on this move. It's once again a rough super tackle opportunity. Patik Daya is in there, tries to get a kick, converted.
1 point, Gujarat
Wow,
Giants.
that's a good
That's
start
number
for the
21
Giants.
out.
For a man who hasn't picked up a single point all evening
Substitution,
long,
UP
Patik
Yoddhas.
Dahia made that
Number
look pretty
44
easy.
out, 1 in.
He made
Red.
light work of Mohammad Reza in that left corner. Now 1-point game. Now they can't afford to sit on the back foot on the defensive. Has he done enough to get that bonus? He comes back for another attempt. I'm not too sure he's convinced with that bonus point.
Keep your eyes on the cover. Neeraj and company. Is that chain? Bharat pulls up a biggie. Oh my word! This is a massive raid. What have we just seen? This is a HP Racer Gen 6 Super Raid.
Has to be a raid that has the power to thrill. Oh boy, the bonus was there. What a time to pull off a special move. Is that the game?
It's a plot twist, Navneet. Definitely a plot twist. Out of syllabus for the Gujarat Giants. They weren't expecting this to come so close. Just when the destination seems so closer, it's now looking far. Oh, Sahul!
Red safe 1 point.
He thinks
Gujarat
it's okay.
Giants.
Yeah,
That's
they can
number
afford it
66
though,
out.
because should they concede a point here in what should be the final raid of the game, it will be a 2-point win for the UP Yoddhas. Bharat Hooda with a super raid in a super important situation, and now he's given himself and the team the luxury to stand by the midline and soak it all in, because the Yoddhas are 8 seconds away from picking up a crucial win. Oh, and he does it again. Bharat Hooda with a super
2
10,
points,
a super
UP
8,
Yoddhas.
and a super win for the UP Yoddhas.
Oh, lovely. Fantastic finish.
Bonus
12
plus 2
points.
UP Yoddhas.
I beg your pardon, it's 13 points to finish the day with for Bharat Hooda.
Match over.
UP Yoddhas finish this game with the bragging rights. Another HP Racer Gen 6 Super 8. The power to thrill. And Bharat Hooda with 2 game-changing moments today.
2 super raids in the last 2 minutes. We don't see that too often. And, well, lapse in concentration from the defense of the Gujarat Giants. Tough one. They hung in there for 28.5 minutes. Let it slip in the final 80 seconds. They will pick up 1 point, though, the Gujarat Giants, by virtue of that difference being lesser than 7. But that's the main man.
Yeah, and the winning moment. It's the winning moment celebrated by Shriram Finance. Remember, Bharat Hooda had 0 points in that first half. And then he's come back in that second half to bag a Super 10. That tells you the kind of team and unit the UP Yoddhas are. The mindset of a champion. The mindset of a player who's come into a new team, who wants to perform and show that I am in it to win it.
Oh, certainly is in it to win it. Look at that. It was neck to neck even in that final passage until Bharat Hooda decided to switch gears. And switch gears he did, and how. 2 super raids in the final minute. Wow. We don't say that too often. A 6-point win for the UP Yoddhas. It's been a fascinating evening of Kabaddi. A tie and a last-minute thriller. What does that do to the points table? We'll come to that, but it's been a great night for Kabaddi fans. The Yoddhas now climb up to number 2.
Now you want to remain on the top 6. UP Yoddhas are on level terms with the Puneri Paltan. When do we see that happen? Not quite a usual scenario, but it's great to see that this season has started on a different note altogether. Gujarat Giants, more work for them to do. I'm sure they'll want to get back to winning terms. They've put up an exceptional show today. Great performance. They have the numbers in them. Rakesh pulling off 7. Pratik Daya contributed. Himanshu Singh as well. But at the end of the day, it was the UP Yoddhas. The big build-up to the match tomorrow. Then the Steelers taking on Davangdalli KC. And post that, you also have the high flyer Pawan taking on the Patna Pirates. More things to come your way. We'll be back very soon.